Yo, yo, yo. Wait for some of you badasses to jump on live. Holy shizamoli, it's called. Hey, Anna. Hey, girl. Right, I'm just gonna get this up. Hi Rachel. I see some people jumping on live. Say, hey girl, hey, in the comments so I know you was there. Hey Louise. My God, you're gonna have overdose of Noel, aren't you, with our Limitless call later as well. Hey. Hi Wendy. Let's give everyone a couple of minuets to jump on. Oh, holy fuck-a-moly, it is cold as balls. Was it hot as balls? Balls are probably quite hot, aren't they? Because they're like, you know, on the body. We're off already. We are off already. The filter does not exist. Hi Denise. Hey Mandy. Hey Maggie. I think Michelle is online as well. Do drop a comment in. If you're watching live or on the replay, just let me know. We're going to be talking about spending. Got my sexy librarian specs on. You can't blame a girl for trying. Soy. Just gonna get my vid up on my screen. Laptop, you're gonna play ball. Playos dos bolos. Come on, you knobber. Show me the video I actually want to see. You're good at spending. I'm good, thank you, Maggie. Just waiting for this video to pop up on my laptop so that I can comment and things. There it is, there it is. It's funny, like, because I went out in the cold this morning, so my face got really, really cold, and I have like rosacea on my cheeks, so I get like a little bit, like little puffy cheeks when I get my rosacea. And so I've been looking at my live streams that I've been doing today for trainings and stuff, and I'm like, I've got a little fat face, and I've been having a little fat face day. Oh, little fat face. Oh, poor Noli with a little fat face. Spending is your middle name. Hey, Hina. Right, let's get into it. I have some questions. I have a great exercise for you, which I'm sure you'll probably all be like, oh my God, yes, I need to do that. Regardless of whether or not it's to do with money, you'll be like, yes, it's something I need in my life. Right, I want to explain to you before we go into the spending thing, something that just popped into my head earlier around money in general, was this idea that if you have more, it doesn't mean that somebody else has less. Do you know what I'm talking about? So I don't know why we tend to have this feeling like there's a lack and scarcity mindset. So it's almost like, well, if I have more money, then that means those people over there have less, but that actually isn't the case. If you went, I've said this many a time, if you went to the bank of wherever it is that you are based and you said, right, here is my £1 of gold, like in the UK, £1 means £1 of gold. So if you went to the Bank of England and said, where's my £1 of gold, I'd like to trade it in, they'd go, you can't, because there's not enough gold to support the amount of money that we've printed. And you'd go, what? You mean money's made up? It's just pieces of paper like tiny IOUs and I can't even cash them in? And they'd say, yes. And then you'd probably be escorted from the premises. So my point being, it's made up. Money is made up. What? So yeah, just thought I'd drop that bomb on you before we even get started. You're welcome. Right. If you have an issue with spending, as in you feel you spend too much, you feel guilty spending or whatever, I would like you to drop in the comments your relationship with spending? Tell me a little bit. Everyone who is watching live, if you can type, if you're driving to the airport or something, Maggie, please don't type. But if you can type, then drop in the comments your relationship with spending and how you feel about your relationship with spending. So I know some of you said, yeah, I'm really good at spending, but how do you feel about that? Are you okay with it, or does that worry you, or like, you know, what? So drop it in the comments below. What is my relationship with spending? Spend money that I shouldn't on pointless shit. I like spending but feel guilty afterwards. I don't drive, my partner does. Oh, yeah. Feel guilty for spending anything on myself. I spend it as soon as it comes in. It's like a compulsion, getting rid of it as soon as it arrives. Oh, I used to do that. Fuck. I actually, just to speak to that point that Mandy makes there, when I first started doing lots of money mindset stuff, one of the things that I journaled on and tapped on was actually when I thought about money coming in. If you followed me for a while, you might have even heard me speak about this before, but it bears repeating. When I think about money coming in, it was almost like I was like, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I could feel this like, get it out, get out, get out energy. Like if I had more and I didn't spend it straight, if I didn't spend it now on what I wanted it on, then it would get taken away from me, or like there was some weird shit going on with that. Love spending, but sometimes I feel rash and frivolous. I love spending money. I never feel guilty spending, but I am aware that I spend easily and I feel that I spend money on stuff I don't need. Need schmeed. Meh. I can easily spend, but always feel guilty afterwards. I try not to spend because I don't want to end up with none. I don't know what LWCT means. Spend money makes me feel big and important. Oh, Maggie, that's interesting. My question to you, Maggie, then would be, how do you feel when you don't spend money? Small and insignificant? Wendy, none. Oh, none left, right. Hi, Diane. How do you feel about you? What is your relationship with spending and how do you feel about that? Mine goes on food. I could own the local co-op the way I spend in there. Ah, interesting. So the first thing to be aware of here is any guilt, any emotions that you have around spending money, because that's going to be a surefire way that you're stopping money coming to you as well. Whatever comes in, I find a way to spend it, so no savings. Yeah, okay. Isn't that interesting though, Maggie, that you how you want to feel is big and important. You want to feel like valuable and you want to feel seen and heard and possibly like respected and all of those things. But again, I know I say this all the time, but it's because it's so freaking important and you're not doing it. Like I know a lot of you will go, oh yeah, no, I know that, you said that before, but if you were doing it, you probably wouldn't need to be here on this live stream, right? So the thing that I'm going to tell you to do is, when you know what you want in the material world, how would that make you feel? So perfect example here for Maggie, it would make me feel big and important. So that must mean that you want to feel that way. So rather than putting words to it, tune into the energy of what it's like when you're shopping and when you're spending money and you get that big important feeling, and just be in that energy, be in that mindset, feel like that anyway. And when you start to do that, you make decisions as though you're the person who has that much money. You make decisions and you choose things that that person would. And I don't just mean like to buy, I mean that you actually, when you make decisions from that energy space, from that aligned energy space, you would be amazed. You won't spend so much on shit. You'll be making more anyway, because you're just in that space of like, it's fun, I get to have money and I don't need it to feel good about myself. I don't need money to prove anything. I don't need to sell to prove anything. I don't need to buy anything to prove anything. But I get to sell and make money and buy things because I want to, and that the fact that you exist and that you want to is enough for everything. That's me too. I come from poverty and scarcity mindset based on past loss. I love to spend, but then I feel panic and after and worry. That's so interesting. I'm glad you've said that actually, because that's one of the notes that I forgot to write down, Denise. Got to see imposter and then feel guilty later. So when I get money in, I'm like, woo, and they buy loads of food. Okay, so we've got a few things here, haven't we? We've got like the feast and famine. Let me just write this down so I don't forget. So we've got the feast and famine. Got to spend it now. Got to spend it now. Okay, so let's look at it this way. If you walk into a I'm going to tell you something I made one of my clients do last, like May or June, I think. She now has BT dubs. She now is effectively on maternity leave, and she has, I think, 4 people working on her team. She's a PT. I think she has 4 people working under her that she now mentors. She has an online fitness program which she hadn't even thought of doing before we started working together. And she has 4 people working under her, and it's just quite incredible how much her business has grown due to like the work that we did over 6 months together. And that was from last June, and now she's in that position where over the last like year or so, she's basically like put the steps in place, and she's changed her mindset and energy so much that everything is just so easy, which is just so beautiful to see. And she now actually spreads this mindset stuff onto her people. She's like, you're in panic mode, don't be in panic mode, it's all coming, it's all gonna be fine, it's all great. And I was like, yes, the woo-woo rubbed off, woohoo. I rubbed my woo-woo off on her. Sounds rude, didn't it? I'll leave you with that while I have a sip of water. So let me rub my woo-woo off on you as well. It's magical. My magical woo-woo. Anyway, that's not a children's story. So when we look at how she invested in me, so the program at the time was £5,000 for 6 months to be part of a mastermind I was running at the time. And she signed up, and I said to her, when you send over, she paid in monthly installments, right? But she paid her deposit, and I said to her, when you pay that deposit, I want you to play some music that makes you feel really fucking high vibe. I've actually got a video of her doing this. I think I shared it in the group like last year when she signed up. And I just said to her, get into an amazing mindset, dance around, like get really adrenalized and feel fucking amazing, then hit the pay button, right? Then send me the money. And I want you to record yourself doing it so I know you've done it, because this is a massive investment for her. I mean, we are talking, I think she maybe even had to take out a loan. So this was a big deal for her to have to fucking pay this money to do this course. This wasn't just like, it wasn't a whim. It was like a big decision for her to take part in this program. And so that's why I said to her, when you spend your money, and this is the same for you, right? When you sign up for a course or a program, or even if you're just going to buy a nice jumper, like this one, then it's this idea around, if I'm going to spend it and then feel shit afterwards, what's the point? It's like eating the chocolate bar that felt like a good idea, but then you punish yourself afterwards and feel crap. So what was even the point? So either make a decision that when you spend the money, you're just going to freaking enjoy it. And by staying high vibe as a mofo after that, you're going to call in more money, because you're going to be in the vibe of abundance and flow. Is this making sense to you? So if you spend money and then you immediately contract and go, oh my God, I just spent all this money, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. Then yeah, likelihood is you're probably going to fucking dry up that flow of abundance and like squeeze the tap dry. But if you spend the money and you just go, oh my God, I just spent this money, I feel amazing. Because you're spending the money for a reason, right? Unless it's like bills, and even then I've got a technique for this. I'm just gonna write this down so I don't forget to share this with you either. This is one day. I'm just gonna like take these videos and sell them, by the way, because these are fucking gold. Just giving you all of the wisdom. Yes. Yes, I did just write yes. It's important for me that when I read my things, they have the energy with which they are intended. Okay. Stay focused, Georgina. So many things. Abundance problems. So many ideas. So let's think about it like this. You go into the shop and you buy the thing because you feel like you want the thing and it makes you excited and makes you feel good, and you try the thing on and you're like, yes, mama. And then you spend the money and then you go, oh God, I can't ever, oh no, I can't do that. I can't buy the thing. You've immediately contracted. How about you go into the shop, you see the thing, you see it, and you feel like, hello, sexy mama, I want to buy this sexy thing in the shop. And then you buy it, and you stay in that sexy mama energy. Imagine what happens then. Imagine what happens then if you didn't squish yourself every time you bought something. I mean, and also, say you buy a dress that is expensive and then you hang it in the cupboard, you wear it once, you never fucking wear it again because it was so expensive, you can't possibly wear it ever again. It's like, come on, people. Get your priorities straight. If you're going to spend and it feels like a joyful thing to do, just maintain the joy vibration. I can guarantee you there are other areas of your life where you're doing things that feel like really amazing and then you squash yourself down. Okay, so what else do I have to say? When it comes to paying bills, I just want to get this out there because I feel like this is such an amazing thing that's like revolutionized my life. Last year, I got a parking fine in like, I know it was this year, I got a parking fine in like January, just after I'd signed up to work with a coach at $60,000 for the year. And I got a parking fine. I was like, oh yeah, of course. Now I want a parking fine, now that I've just fucking spent £1 bajillion. And I just decided, I felt that like, fuck feeling. And then I wrote a blog post about it. You can probably find it if you look through my my Facebook page, it'll be there. I wrote a blog post about the fact that actually this was a gift. This was like the universe going, there's more, don't worry, there's plenty more. You can spend all of that on coaching and you can spend your money on this as well, and you'll still have more. And it was like, I could tell then, because something had happened, like this resistance had happened, it was because I needed to remember that abundance is infinite, and just because you've spent XYZ amount of money doesn't mean that you suddenly have to like go and not spend any more. It just means that you have to remember to remain in an expansive and joyful energy, because as soon as I contracted, got a fucking parking fine. And then when I remembered to just like chill out, everything turned around and started making lots of money, which was great. End up selling on eBay for £10. Boo, never do it again, Mandy. Never, ever, ever. I have so many items of clothing that I give to charity shops, and I'm like, well, I only wore that a few times. But it's mainly because I don't really go anywhere where I'm going to wear like a saucy dress. But we're moving house at the moment. I found this amazing like black 1940s style saucy little wiggle dress that I've got with cherries on it. And I was like, I'm keeping this. I'm going to keep this and I'm going to wear it for something. And I don't even know what that is yet, but I'm like, this has got juicy vibes about it. I like this. I'm keeping it. And also when I realized I could still fit into it, I was like, fucking hell, I haven't actually got fat. I'm just pretending that I have in my head to stop myself feeling sexy. Right, what else have we got? Okay. Would you say that you always ask for what you want? So give me love hearts if you do always ask for what you want, and give me laughing faces if you don't ask for what you want. And I mean in any area of your life, like literally you don't ask for something that's expensive because it might be too much, or you don't ask for what you need from your partner, or you don't ask what you need at work or from your clients or whatever, right? Or from the universe. Okay, fantastic. We've got some no's. We've got some no's coming through. Laughing faces for no, I don't. Hearts for yes, I do. Okay, so not great at asking for what we need, apart from Lou. I'm very happy to see Lou putting hearts up there because we've been working together for a while. Bloody hope those are love hearts. Excellent. Thank you, guys. So pretty much, apart from Lou, we're like, no, we don't really ask for what we want. And so I want to ask you then, where in your life are you not asking for what you want? So answer me in the comments below. Where in your life are you not asking for what you want or what you need or what you desire? And this can even be like asking the universe. Where are you not being honest with asking for like a speaking gig or an amazing client, or to work with a certain kind of person, or to create a certain piece of artwork that sells for a certain amount, or whatever it is, a certain body type that you would like to manifest, but you're like, oh, I don't want to ask for a six-pack because I'm this old, or I'm this fat, or I'm too what, or not enough, or blah blah blah, right? So where in your life are you not asking for what you want? Okay, your business. Ah, Lulu skipped to Malou. I thought there'd be something in there. Anyone else? Roll up, roll up. Of course you are, Lou. You're a badass. Lynn, sales of my art, asking the universe, my art and desire to go on holidays. Ooh, yeah. I think it's changing now, but for a long time I wasn't asking for the ability to earn my living as a writer, and also don't ask for a relationship, ... Ooh. So this is going to be confronting for you, but I want you all right now to take a moment and take a nice deep breath and just tune into your heart space, drop into your body through your head, dunk. And just check in with your heart space. And I want you to just ask yourself in this moment, just, you don't have to say it out loud because I can't hear you anyway, but do ask yourself the question. It's my favorite start here. If I fully knew, trusted and believed that I get to have whatever I desire because I'm worthy and deserving just by being alive, what would I ask for? Tell me in the comments below. If you fully knew, trusted and believed that you are enough, that you are worthy of whatever you want, what would you ask for? And yeah, it might feel a bit uncomfortable to type it out, but if you keep hiding it from yourself, then how the fuck do you ever think anyone else is going to give it to you? How do you think you're ever going to get it? How is the universe going to even freaking know if you can't fucking admit it to yourself and to us? And we're all in this together, so write it down. Ooh, that sounds nice, Mandy. Sales, and more sales of my artwork. Beautiful. Famous artist who has an exhibition in Tate Modern next weekend. Next weekend? I like how you went, has to be next weekend. Otherwise, it's a no-go. If it's not next weekend, I'm over it. I love it. A proper studio in a bigger home. Lovely. And also notice like what happens when you write these things down. Remember earlier in the week I was talking about when you think about receiving money, or even yesterday I'm talking about the sales stuff, where the desire launches from this place of and then immediately you can kind of go, oh yeah, but that's never going to happen. And then what happens is you are in the energy of not having it. You are coming from the energy and the mindset of not having it, rather than tuning into the energy and mindset of, well, it's done. It's already done. Working on my art full time, in a piece. That's easy. That's a choice, right? Make a lot of money with my art. Beautiful. Apparently you should be precise with the universe. Yes, Mackie, I love it. But the universe isn't a fan of a time limit. I'm worthy of an abundant life. It's funny, I was talking to one of my private clients the other day about, I was listening to an Abraham Hicks thing, as I do, like binge listen to it and as I fall asleep and stuff. And she was saying that, you know, Abraham was speaking through her, and she was saying that people have this tendency to like want to go on a canoe ride. So they get on the canoe and then they paddle and they're like, are we there yet? 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 And then they get there and they're like, oh, is that it? Because they haven't enjoyed the journey. And then there was another example they used where they said, what if you got on what you're saying, like needing the manifestation, like now, like being needy and impatient with the universe. And she was saying, it's like you get on the canoe and you get on the canoe for a canoe ride, and then you just appear at the destination and you're like, oh, well, what am I doing here? Like, I wanted a canoe ride. You don't just want to be like get on the canoe and then be at your destination. That's not the fun part. The fun part is the journey and like the twists and the turns and the being in flow and the slowing down and the speeding up and the excitement and the lulls. And that's what makes the canoe ride exciting. If you just get in the canoe and then you're teleported to the end of the journey, it's like, well, that was no fucking fun. So think about it like that, you know, think about your manifesting process as like, enjoy the little bits in between. One of the most beautiful things about manifesting things like money or opportunities, I'm getting so fucking goosebumpy as to talk about this, is, for example, you know how, if you've ever listened to Abraham Hicks, you'll know they talk about it's as easy as to manifest a button as it is to manifest a castle. It's like you can manifest whatever you want, and it doesn't take any different amount of energy or any different amount of like any different process. It's all the same process. It's just holding the faith for as long as it takes for the manifestation for you to be ready to truly receive it, to be a vibrational match to truly receive it. And so with all of these things that you're saying that you want, it's actually, now that you've at least asked that you want it, it's about leaning into the energy of having it already be done. So just assume that it is going to happen. Take the action you know to take. So keep sharing your artwork, keep showing up for your artwork, keep doing your artwork, keep speaking about yourself as though it's already happened for you. And then it happens a lot quicker. But you'll start to notice, for example, if you want to manifest money, you might start to notice little things like you'll find a penny on the street, or you'll get a scratch card and you'll win a few bob. I was going to say, what fucking am I in the 1950s? Oh, you might win a few bob. Where's my washboard? And so it's just those little signs. Those are those little exciting nuggets that you get to like fuel your energy and kind of keep you boosted. They're like little positive anchors that the universe is listening and it's getting you ready to receive your manifestation. Okay, is this all making sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is there any questions about what I've said? To earn abundantly from writing, give me financial security and financial freedom, fantastic relationship and killer curves. Well, you've already got those, baby. Keep hanging around hotel lobbies. Yeah, you might get arrested. I am not going to be responsible for you getting arrested. But this is the thing though, Mandy, you don't know how that's going to manifest. You don't know. You're assuming that a week in a hotel means that you have to book it, pay for it, da da da. Where are you living in a boat at the moment, or have I just made that up? Are you living in a boat? I don't know why I feel like you're living in a boat. Have I made that up? Where are you living at the moment, Mandy? Is it a boat or not? Tell me. But it's true, like, for example, even if Mandy isn't living in a freaking boat, right? Imagine that she is for now. little lady that lives in a shoe, and she's saying that she wants to manifest a week in a hotel. What she's actually wanting to manifest is freedom and space and all of that stuff, right? But you're thinking about the hotel. You've decided you want this hotel room for a week. And so what that, you're in a tent in the woods, Maggie. A farmhouse in Denmark. So you are kind of in the woods, but not a boat. So don't know where that came from. A fucking boat. Does anyone in here live in a fucking boat? Has anyone in here ever lived in a boat? Where did that come from? Maybe I have a secret desire to live in a boat. Terrible seasickness. Never. Right, so imagine that you did live in a boat and then you somehow, all the power goes out and you actually can't stay there, and then the insurance company ends up paying for you to stay in a hotel for a week, right? So it's like sometimes the manifestation that we've asked for, the universe is going to take the path of least resistance to get it to you. So it's never what you think it's going to be, which is why certain people that I work with, for example, and I've done this in the past, I've wanted money, for example, to come to me through a certain channel, like through this offer or through this thing in my business, and then I'll still make money, but I won't make it through where I expected it to come through. And that's just because ta-da, I was focusing on something so hard that I was like strangling the flow of abundance and it couldn't get to me that way. So the universe took a path of least resistance, which was one that I wasn't staring at and going, right? Okay, so now that we know what you actually want, an exercise you can do if you want to, I'm not going to ask you to do this right now, is look at all the reasons why you think that that's not possible for you and then choose different beliefs. You can literally just list them down. If you want to do that in your own time, then there you go. I hope everyone doesn't die. Have I just asked for the zombie apocalypse? Maybe. Maybe. But again, it's like when you're asking for something like that, like a week in a hotel to be without people for a week, what is that going to make you feel? How are you going to feel when you're on your own and you have the space and the time? You know, what are you really asking for here? That's what we want to get to the bottom of. And it's the same with everything. When you are wanting to manifest money, when you are wanting to manifest a relationship or whatever it is you want to call into your life, if you focus on what that's really about, what does it mean for you as a person if you have that thing or you get to do that thing, and then you just get into the energy of that, just choose into the energy of it, and then that shit's going to show up like wildfire, trust me. Okay. By not spending your money, because we are talking mainly about spending, but we'll just go wherever we go and it'll be of value, and I trust that whatever comes out of my mouth is going to be fucking gold and change your life, so, you know, it's fine. Cheers. Anyone, if you need a drink, have one now. Sipperoo. I want you to think then about knowing that if money isn't energy, and we spoke about this a bit earlier in the week, if you are not allowing any to flow out, then you're probably not creating space for it to flow in. Yeah, you're with me? So I want you to ask this question, because we know that you're probably not allowing massive financial abundance in your life right now. Again, because if you were, you probably wouldn't need to be on this live stream. My work probably wouldn't even interest you right now. You'd be like, oh, wait till she does something on weight loss again or whatever. So I want you to ask yourself the question, where else in my life am I stemming the flow of abundance? Now remember, the flow of abundance, flow, isn't just flowing in, it's flowing out as well. So where do you feel that you are currently stemming the flow of abundance by not giving enough of something or not receiving enough of something? Tell me, where else in your life are you not? Are you stemming the flow of abundance? Coaching, what do you mean, Maggie? Creating art, Lou. The question is, where else in life am I stemming the flow of abundance, as in and out, in and out? If it flows round and it's cyclical, and the more that we get in and the more we spend and the more we get in, and it's just this ever-growing deliciousness. Spending money on coaching myself. Ah, gotcha. That's often been one for me, actually, I have to say. When I've been toying with working with a coach, and then I finally fucking bite the bullet like I did last year, and then the money just floods in. It was fucking crazy, like, because I just totally shifted my mindset. I focus on what I haven't got. I've had large amounts of money in my life which disappear very quickly. Can't hold on to it, because you don't have to hold on to it, right? That's why we're talking about the flow. So coming in, going out. Sounds like you've got some upper limit stuff going on there, Chris. A great book to read is The Big Leap. Hey, Maria. Yeah, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks is a brilliant book to read for that. Anyone else who can see where in their life they are currently stemming the flow of abundance by not letting enough out or not letting enough in? And again, the reason I ask you these questions is really to draw your awareness to it, because when you start to tune into where you're not actually allowing stuff out. So, you know, I just lost a retainer client until New Year, so I've clamped down on everything. Oh, total fear, because there's no more coming, right? There couldn't possibly be any more clients for you, Mandy. That's it. That's your lot. And so this speaks to the idea I mentioned earlier of, I knew there was a reason I had to mention that today, even though it wasn't really on topic, but this idea, where did I write it down? Oh yeah, you having more doesn't mean that anyone else has less. So it's like this idea of there isn't enough, there's not enough, there's no more, we're going to run out is like this massive theme. It's all going to run out. We're going to do some tapping on that tomorrow, I think. So much work on this, and I'm starting to see the results. Got a surprise cash present, which is funding writing time and a writing mentor. I am getting healthier, etc. But maybe the area I'm stemming the flow is not going out much. Do you feel, yeah, like if you feel that's something you need, like that kind of connection with others. When I feel the excitement of shifting, I put the brakes on because I'm afraid. Yeah, that's not unusual, Lynn, but stop it. I think I'm trying to hold on to some savings just in case I need it. I've been taught that you must have something behind you for a rainy day. Yeah, I've always found an umbrella more useful than money, personally, on a rainy day. It tends to just soak straight through those pound notes. So, interesting. It's interesting how, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with having savings is fucking brilliant. But when there's something that you really want and you could potentially spend money on something that makes you really happy and joyful, if you maintain that joyful energy after the purchase, then you're going to make more money anyway. So a belief that I have ingrained in myself is whenever I do something that I know is a soul-aligned action, whenever I take soul-aligned action with my money in a spending sense, I make 10 times that investment back at least. That's what I have decided. And one of the things that always, like, I always chuckle to myself because I haven't had my nails repainted for a while because I haven't had like a time slot that worked with the ladies that I like to go to. And today I phoned up and I was like, no, I'm only going to go to the ladies that I want. I'm not going to rush it just for the sake of getting them done. And there was a time when I wouldn't have even had them done. I'd have been like, no, what a waste of money getting your nails done. That's so frivolous. Don't need to have that done, for goodness sake. Spend most of my time alone, like working online. And then the only time I actually see people generally is when I go to the gym, and I've got my hands in boxing gloves anyway, so who gives a fuck what my nails look like? But I care what they look like. And whenever I get my nails done, I make sales. I don't go and get them done to make sales, but whenever I go, and I always say to the ladies when I'm there, like, if I remember, I have a little chuckle to myself. I remember saying it last time when I got them done black. And I remember saying to the lady, it's funny because whenever I come here and have my nails done, I make money, and I made money. So yeah, I just find that kind of interesting, that when you invest in yourself, whether it's buying yourself something that you really want, or having a spa treatment, or getting your hair done, or whatever it is, if you decide, right? Choose to believe. And when I say choose to believe, I mean feel it as a truth in your body. Decide to just trust and feel it as a truth in your body, that when you spend money on something that lights you up and gives you joy, you're going to make the money back anyway. So, you know, that's how I feel about this offering that I just launched today, that just came out of like poof, out of thin air. And I was like, oh my God, I need to create this like now. The reason that happened was just like, I knew that if somebody, but right, you bought your pink socks and then you get a sales inquiry, Maggie. I mean, hello, coincidence? I don't think so. But I know that anyone who invests in that program is obviously going to make the money back because it's a sales program anyway. But it was just such a no-brainer to me to be like, well, obviously people are going to buy this because people are going to understand. I just assume that everyone understands that if you invest in yourself, then you're going to make money back, because of course you are. Like, that's what an investment is, isn't it? So that's interesting. So we've got some various areas of life where you feel like you're stemming the flow of abundance. And again, I ask you these questions to just get your juices flowing, to get your cogs turning and thinking about where in your life, if you started to just loosen your chokehold a little bit, that's going to affect every area of your life. And the reason that today's affirmation was that I am rich, vibrant, and healthy in all areas of my life is because you've probably heard this a million times. How you are in one area of your life is how you are in all of them. So how you show up and how you behave and how you feel in one area of your life is basically what you're going to see across everything. So if you are having a chokehold on money, you're probably finding that you're going to be stifling other areas of your life as well. And in doing so, if you shift your focus away from money and loosen your grip on a different area of your life and actually just go and like bring some more joy and some more vibrancy to that area of your life, your finances are going to improve. And this is one of the hardest concepts, I think, for people to get on board with, because we've been kind of trained into, don't spend your money if you're in a place of not having any money, or if you don't feel like you've got enough coming in. Don't spend any money. That would be madness. And I never expect people to go into debt to work with me. I don't think that being in debt and then is like a great energy to come from when you're working with a coach. I mean, a credit card's different. I don't see credit cards as debt for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't. But like putting something on a credit card. But if someone said to me, "Oh, I'm gonna have to like take a loan out for £10,000," and they were freaking out about it, I'd be like, well, that's not a great energy to enter into a coaching program with, you know. But if someone says, fuck it, I'm going to take out a loan, I'd be like, okay, cool. So think about the energy behind it all. Think about the energy when you are investing in something. And Wendy, that's such an interesting terminology there as well. I'm trying to hold on to some savings. It's like they're going to run away. Money doesn't have legs. You do know that, don't you? You see all these £5 notes like going, psst, psst, come with me, she's not looking, and like running out of the bank or out of the savings account. It's like you have to actually be in that interaction for it to go. So maybe you can just forget about it and leave it, and it's just going to be okay, and it'll keep ticking away in the background. Reading. Right, what else did I want to say to you today? If anyone's got any questions, by the way, let me know, because I'm more than happy to answer questions. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking at you, because, you know, that's how I roll. Yeah, so the idea of feast and famine, again, just kind of comes down to that idea of when you've made some money, if you are then allowing yourself to feel like, oh, well, that's enough now. That's enough. And I've had a pattern of doing this so much. I do it with weight loss. I've done it with relationships. I've done it with money. But it's in fucking check these days, let me tell you. This feast or famine bullshit is a fucking nightmare. It's like 1 minute, all this money comes in. And then because you've got this mentality of, this is all that's going to come in for ages, I better like squirrel it away, I better not spend it, I better not do anything with it. Or you do the opposite, like Mandy and I were saying earlier. You kind of go, I've got all this money, quick, better get rid of it before it goes. What? Our brains are crazy. So what about if when you made like a bigger amount of money, you did just go, right, I'm going to put some of that in savings, and I'm going to put some of that towards my tax, and I'm going to pay my bills with it. And then you actually had, you know, what if you had some for fun? What if you had a fund for fun that was equally as important as your savings or as your tax fund or as you're having to pay the bills? What if your fun fund was equally as important? Because if you're not having any enjoyment in your life and you're not getting any enjoyment out of your money, it's just going to feel like a fucking stress. Someone last week in this group said something like, oh, money is a stress. I think it was you, Rachel, actually, wasn't it? Money is a real stress or a massive stress. And I was just like, whoa, no wonder you don't want more money then, because your brain has connected money and stress, and it doesn't understand that there's a negative connotation around this. It doesn't understand that if you have more money that it's okay, and if you have less money it's not. It just hears that stress, money, just that's all it hears. Stress equals money. Oh, okay, so we'll put these things together in a box. So if you get more money, you get more stress, and you think you want more money because then you'll feel less stressed. But because your subconscious thinks that money is stressful, then the more you get, the more stressed you are. And then because you're stressed, you can't keep the money flowing, and so you end up in that cycle of feast and famine over and over again. It's all about the energy. When you think you want more money, but then when you get it, you're equally as fucking terrified and a scarcity mindset as you were when you didn't fucking have any money. So what is it going to take for you to finally understand and like believe, like I know you get this as a concept, all of you, I know you do, but what is it going to take for you to finally like own it and believe that you get to enjoy your money and enjoy your freaking life, and that's how you're going to make more money, especially if you're an entrepreneur or a creator. It's like when it comes to sales and making money through your art or through your programs, your offerings, it just makes perfect sense to me. Like I don't see how, you know, if you enjoy yourself, you show up in a better energy, you're more behind what you're selling, and then you make more money. I've always used money for fun, holidays, treating family, etc. I only stress when it's gone. A novel idea, a fund for fun. It's been a long time since money equals fun. Right, Norma. So just decide money equals fun. And I was talking earlier about this idea of like what to do when you get bills in, because that can be a bit of a feast and famine thing as well, can't it? When you get the money and you suddenly go, right now I can pay all of my bills all in one go, and then you look at your account and you're like, oh fuck, I've got no money left now because I paid all of my bills all in one go. And it's almost like, okay, money comes in, oh, I feel better, I feel safe. Right, while I've got the money, because there isn't any more coming in, and we all know that, so I better make sure what I do is pay all of my bills now, because I won't be able to pay them in a few weeks' time. I better use this money because no more's coming in. You see what I'm getting at here? Whereas if you were like, oh, well, I've got a bit of money, yeah, I'll pay that bill for now. And then, oh, yeah, more money's coming, great, I'll pay that bill, yep, oh, great. Rather than it being like this stressful kind of, right, let's pay all of the bills immediately. I'm not saying you shouldn't pay your bills. You should definitely pay your bills. But a way to make it more fun is to think about, where's this money really going? So start to think about, par exemple, if you go to, you have to pay your electric bill, right? So your electric bill comes and say it's like £300 or whatever. I don't know how much electric costs really. I just pay it. I don't really look at the amount these days because it's just, it is what it is. I like to use electricity, and so I am deeply grateful to be able to afford to pay for electric so that I can have incredibly bleaching lights while I do my live stream. So think about this. You get your bill. What's the first thing that happens in your body? When you get a bill, what happens? You get this contraction, right? You get this contraction. Even if it's just a really subtle, small one, I doubt anyone here picks up a bill and goes, yay, I'm going to pay for the water bill. Woohoo, electricity, phone bill. Oh yeah, bitches. Pretty sure that you at least go, oh God, I've got this bill to pay. Hi, Anne, nice to see you. So think about getting a bill, opening it, paying the bill with your red lipstick on, obviously, and just being aware of what this money is really going for, what it's really paying for. So as you're paying your bills, what about you just decide that you get to be in enjoyment and abundance and gratitude and appreciation? And this, you know, like when I pay my electric bill, if I've ever felt like crappy about it, I would just think, well, I'm really grateful for hot water and I'm really fucking grateful that I can have hot baths every day because I love a bath. I'm so grateful that I can charge my phone and my laptop and that I can watch Netflix and that I can do all the amazing things that electricity affords me to do. And I am just so incredibly appreciative and grateful that this money that is going to the electric company means that they get to stay afloat, which means that they get to keep providing me with frickin' lighting, right? Like if nobody paid me for coaching, eventually I might stop. It'd take a while, but eventually I might go, oh, well, doesn't seem to be any abundance here, so I'm just gonna not do that anymore, right? So that would be the equivalent. It's like, what if I just didn't pay no one paid the electric company and they went out of business and then we just didn't have electric? Like what? So I know it might sound crazy, but when you start to think about it in that way, it's a contribution rather than like a fucking bill. Good. I'm glad that's resonating with you guys. If you don't comment, sometimes I feel like they're just sitting there going, what the fuck is this dopey tart talking about? Even though I know that this is all good stuff. Life. So think then a step further. Right, so when I pay my electric bill, it also goes to funding the people who work there, and they get to feed their families as a result of having a job. And not only that, their kids get to go to school with clothes on their back and books in their bag, and you know, so it's like all of these people that work for the company, they then get to have the money to do the things, and then they're spending their money, and that gets to support like whatever shop they go and buy their groceries from, and their money then goes to support the farmers who did, you know. So it's like, think about the fact that every penny you spend, if you start to resent every penny you spend on everything, how can you expect to truly be in a space of abundant thinking? And I know that this might feel like a stretch for you sometimes when you're feeling like, fuck, I've got no money. But when we truly get on board with the idea that the energy and the mindset of the spending is what is causing the real issue, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you make it sound so logical, fabulous. That is one of my gifts. I take the woo and I make it sound logical, fabulous, and easy. That's my stage name. Logical, fabulous, and easy. It's my tagline. My pole dancing name. Hello. The G-Spot. That would be my club. If I had a lap dancing club, it would be called the G-Spot. No? Tough crowd. Right. What's next? There were other things. This might be the longest live stream of your lives. Okay, so we've done feast and famine. The idea of like, got to spend it now because, oh my God, there's no more coming. I think we'll talk about like the idea it's all going to run out. I think we'll talk about that tomorrow because that's like a bigger thing and we can do some tapping. Chris, what is the light bulb? Are you just being like an electric person? Because I was talking about the electric bill, or have you had like a ding moment? Oh, the images. I know, can you imagine me up a pole? Fucking hell, that'd be a disaster, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't think, I've got pretty good upper body strength, but I'm not sure I could hoik myself upside down on a pole. You're stuck on the M25. Oh, good. Hopefully this is mildly entertaining for you. Can you bottle your woo, please? Can I bottle my woo? No, I can't bottle it, but you can just come work with me or keep hanging out in here, and then it kind of, as I say, I'm not adverse to rubbing my woo-woo on people, as you've heard. What else have we got here? Energy around spending, we've covered that. How to stay high vibe about paying your bills and how to make money from them, which, as I've explained, when I go to get my nails done, I just decide that when I have that done, that's just a belief that I have. When I book a flight for myself, or if I pay for a coach or whatever it is, I just decide that I'm going to make the money back. So anything else? I don't think there was anything else that I had to share with you. Your journal task is going to be what I set you before, but I want you to really go into it. And you're cheering me up now. Ah, yay! That's what I love. Right, let me pop these bad boys in the comments. So your journal task is, if I fully knew, trusted and believed that I am worthy and deserving of having whatever I desire, what would I ask for? But then I want you to really go into that, and again use the and what else, and what else, and what else. And then I want you to answer a second part to that question for your journaling. Oh, a little burp. Lovely. I had some chocolate earlier, so luckily that's what it tasted of, otherwise that could have been bad. Who am I afraid I would impact? Definitely not what I meant to write. Who am I afraid I would impact in my asking for this? So oftentimes we don't realize this, but by asking for what we need, and you can, you know, again, this is like in all areas of life, but because this is about money specifically, if you can channel it into the money side of things, then that's great. If other stuff comes up, then that's amazing. Deserving. Yeah, so if I fully knew, trust and believe that I'm worthy and deserving, have whatever I desire, what would I ask for? And then who am I afraid I would impact in my asking for this? So for it, par exemple, as I like to say, makes me feel exotic and French. Par exemple, when I first started making money, like proper real life good money, like woohoo, we can do cool shit now, money, wah wah, pop the cork, that kind of money. The power dynamic kind of shifted for me in my relationship, because I had, without even knowing me, subservient. Can you even imagine, it sounds even ridiculous saying it, but financially I had felt like squashed and a bit subservient and disempowered in my romantic relationship because my boyfriend was kind of subsidizing my rent and helping me out quite a lot with the business. Like, he didn't pay for anything in my business, but like if I couldn't pay rent or something, he would have covered it for me. I always managed to cover my rent. What's an example? Okay, so if we went on holiday, sometimes he'd have to like pay for the whole holiday and I'd have to like pay him back in installments and stuff like that. So I was always aware of that. And even though I always paid back my debts, there was this kind of, to me, there was like this energy around like, I don't really know if I can ask for what I want because I don't have the money to ask for what I want. And if I'm asking to go on a holiday or I want to do something, I know that he's got to pay for it first. And then, and it kind of made me feel like disempowered. And I didn't even realize until I had all of the money, honey. And then it was like, oh shit, now I can actually just do whatever the fuck I want. I can pay for us to go on holiday. So I did. Like, I would just take us off for a weekend somewhere. And it's kind of that energy dynamic, that power shift in a way. It's a weird dynamic when it shifts, and it felt fucking amazing. That's awesome, Louise. Lou, I'm glad you've had that realization, because now you can do something with it, right? So if you did start making more money, like you're gonna, you know, the amount of money that you would ask for if you knew you were gonna get it because you deserve it, and journal prompts, then who might that affect? What relationships might it impact? What would your mum, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, your aunties, your uncles, your dependents, your children, you know, like your dog, what would they think? How would they be impacted? And of course they would be impacted positively by it, because then you're happier, more abundant, you can buy them shit, woohoo. But there's also going to be a downside. And so journal out the positives, but also take a look at, well, why might I be holding myself back from asking for what I really want and really going after and allowing myself to have what I really want? And I think that's going to be incredibly telling for you. And this is going to be a big shift. So once you've done this, post it in the group and let me know. And then your exercise is to declutter. Fuck, man, like, give shit away to a charity shop, sell it on fucking eBay, put it on your local areas for sale on Facebook for a tenner. Declutter, make some space. Think about your energy, your energetic field just being really cluttered up with beliefs and thoughts, and we've done a lot of clearing out in that respect over the last few days, hopefully. So start to think about doing that in your physical world. Maybe you need to do a little detox. You need to, like, you know, cut out sugar for a little bit. Maybe you need to, I don't know, have a colonic. Amazing. Or maybe you just need to get rid of a load of clothes, or like you've still got CDs and you never fucking listen to them, or DVDs and you download everything. So why the fuck, if you still got DVDs and books that you've got on your Kindle and your freaking audio books, yet you still got like a bajillion books that you've never fucking read because you've listened to them or read them on your Kindle. Give that shit away and do it in an abundant way. So, you know, like, when you give the clothes to the charity shop, rather than feeling like, oh God, what if I need these? What if I can't afford to buy more? You know, like, give them away and be like, yes, by doing this, I am enabling someone else who doesn't have the money or is going to love this thing or whatever. And now I get to create space for me to have things that are really going to make me feel juiced up, delicious and alive. Are you with me? Give me a hell yeah if you know what your tasks are and you accept your goddamn mission, mofos. And a last chance to just ask any questions or get any kind of clarity. Amazing. So Wendy, just commit to doing clothes. 24 hours, right? It takes about 10 minutes. If we're really honest, it takes about 10 minutes to grab a black bag, a bin liner, a box, whatever, and to just go through our wardrobe and go, I don't wear that. I don't wear that. We make this big fucking deal about decluttering, like, oh, I better take a day off of work because I've got so much to declutter. And it's like, nah, you can do it in like 10 minutes. So commit to that, clearing something out. Do it tonight, Wendy. Just do it today. Get it done. Just like while you're in this, like in this vibe of like, yes, by clearing out, I am creating space. And remember, as you're doing it, if you start to feel any like anxiety, do a bit of tapping and just remind yourself why you're doing it. I'm doing this to create space, to become the person that I know I'm meant to be, to live in the abundance that I know I'm meant to live in, to have the things that I know I'm meant to have. Okay, amazing. So, yeah, absolutely. Send them to the wildfire relief in California. Fucking amazing idea. Thank you for that, Norma. Spot on. So don't forget that if you want to work with me for 8 weeks on the 1st of December, you and me, oh yes, £1,850, we're going to change your motherfucking life. It's called The Accelerator. It is 8 weeks. 8 weeks of this. Can you even imagine how your life's going to fucking explode and change and be fucking incredible? By the end of January, your life will look so different and amazing. And also, if you're looking to just work on your sales stuff and you're like, I don't even know where to begin with writing copy. I'm freaked out about selling every day and it feels like sleazy and skeezy and I don't know if I'm professional enough and blah, blah, blah. Then I dropped an offering today that you can hitch. Go and click on it. It's £297, I think. And it's just for 10 days of badassery. It's going to be freaking amazing. And the first 5 people, good Lord, how did I almost forget this? The first 5 people who sign up actually get a bonus that's worth like well over £500. You get to speak to me for 20 minutes one-to-one. We can clear, we can make out like a quick woo-woo strategy for how you're going to fucking sell your shit. We can like outline an offering. We can figure out what it is that you actually need to do over those 10 days. We can set you up a Facebook page if you don't already have one. We can do whatever you need in that 20 minutes. Like I'm all yours, coaching, EFT, whatever the shiz you need, energy clearing, whatever. And then for the 10 days of the program, you actually get unlimited Voxer support from me as well. So there's 5 places with that bonus. Make sure that you click that link and that you get in there fast, because with that fucking bonus, I doubt they're going to last very long. Jump on in. Awesome sauce. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been of value to you. Looking forward to seeing your homework. Love you. Bye.